Hi, I'm Ann Sullivan, founder of Harp Mastery, and today I'd like to show you some tips for playing octaves. Octaves are one of those intervals that should be really, really easy to play. After all, we're using the same strings, just an octave apart, right? But there are some tricks, and if octaves are giving you trouble, or if your octaves just aren't sounding the way you want, here are some tips, some things for you to keep in mind. First of all, for an octave to sound good, you really need to have your fingers playing evenly. Your fourth finger and your thumb need to have the same kind of sound and the same volume of sound particularly. So in order to do that, there's one really important thing. Your hand needs to be centered between those strings. Lots of times I'll see students playing this way with their hand pulled way back toward their thumb. Do you see how that is? And that makes your fourth finger really have to stretch, and there's no way that you can easily and comfortably play those and have them sound right. So your hand needs to be adjusted so that the center of your hand is halfway between the two notes that you're playing. Then your thumb and your fourth finger have an equal shot at playing those notes well, and your hand can be relaxed and not stretched too far. So we start by centering your hand and then working at playing with an even sound between 1 and 4. Now, if you want to check if your hand is centered, just try putting 2 and 3 on the strings. If you can put your second and third finger on the strings in the middle, you can put them right on and then take them off again, and then your hand is centered and it's ready to play. You also may find that your hand starts cheating back toward your thumb because this muscle in your thumb is a little bit weak. So if your hand starts moving back this way, use those fingers 2 and 3 to help guide your hand back to center and let your fingers play equally. So once you've got your hand centered and your fingers playing pretty equally, what you want to do is to try to remember the spacing between your fingers. And you can do this simply by playing a scale of octaves just like this. And of course you'll do this with both hands, right? Because your left hand needs to learn octaves too. It's just as important, maybe even a little bit more important for your left hand. So you want to learn that spacing, and here's how you do that. Not just by playing that octave scale with your octaves, but this way. Close your fingers, play the octave, then open your fingers with your hand away from the strings and try to replace. How close to an octave are you? Is this an octave? Is this an octave? Is this an octave? Feel what that feels like in your fingers. This is also the first step on the way toward really good placing of octaves. Look at what you really want to do. You want to do something I like to call dive bomb placing. It's last minute placing, and it's simultaneous. It's not putting on one finger and then another thumb and then trying to find your fourth finger. It's putting both fingers on the string at the same time. This is a really key skill to learn. Not only will it help you with your octaves, it'll help you with your chords later on. So here's how you do the dive bomb placing. You're going to play, and now my particular technique has me raising after I play, raising my hand. Yours may have you moving your hand a different way, or maybe not at all. You do what's appropriate for your technique. But as you come away from the strings, open your fingers and dive bomb the next set of strings. You know, let's play a scale of octaves, right? So open, dive bomb. Both fingers should reach the strings at the same time, and they should place and immediately play, so that you're not placing and then playing, but you're playing just that split second after your fingers touch the string. This is such a useful skill. So you want to, let's review, You want to center your hand. You want to make sure that 1 and 4 have an equal sound. And then you're going to work on your placing. So play, open your fingers. Can you put them back on an octave anywhere on the harp? Sure. Exactly, right? So once your placing is good, then dive bomb with it, where you come off the string, go to the next octave, place it, play it as soon as your fingers arrive at the strings, and they should arrive there at the same time and without a lot of fumbling. The more you practice this, surprise, the better you get at it. And then you'll be able to do all kinds of nifty octave drills like this. And you'll be able to do them with both hands and amaze yourself and all your harp playing friends. So this is the essential skill you need to know for playing octaves. I hope this has helped. Be sure that you subscribe to my channel so that you can see the other videos in this series and other videos that will be coming up that will help you with the things you need to know on your way to harp happiness. Thanks for watching.